over 20 games out of first. And the Yankees sit in first place in the American League East Division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The Angels smacked 15 team hits as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 3-1. At the start of the day, the Rangers sit in first place in the American League West Division, a commanding 8.5 games ahead of second. And the Angels are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Time to get the weekend started with Friday Night Baseball from Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the Milwaukee Brewers and the St. Louis Cardinals. Paul Goldschmidt, with less than a month to play, the man who sits atop the home run leaderboard, looks to add some insurance to his lead next. Miles Mikolas gets the start for St. Louis in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's had a solid season up to this point. 15 wins on the year, and that's a pretty good number. He's going to look to add to that total in this one here today.
In now is Lorenzo Cain, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
For Milwaukee, the center fielder, Lorenzo Cain.
First offering on its way. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They begin this series feeling pretty good about the way things have gone as they come in riding a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1. With that, here's a look at the Brewers starting lineup. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, without question right here. This lineup's been struggling. Some bad approaches at the plate from top to bottom. They need the first 2 guys in the order to ignite this offense if they're going to have a chance of breaking out of this malaise.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And next to bat will be Corey Spangenberg. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. 73 degrees our game time temperature here tonight, and it probably won't get a whole lot cooler than that. Strike two taken. A fastball that clips the inside black. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Row, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent.
Belted high in the air out to left. Robinson going back, but it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
The right fielder.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
In is Christian Yelich as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more is a breaking ball in off the plate.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Spangenberg, the runner at second with one away. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Bader on the move. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. And he's in safely at third as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
That is it.
And that triple could not have come at a better time. The team has really struggled the last few games trying to get over the hump, and they're looking for anything good to happen to them, and I'd say that triple definitely qualifies.
Hit high and deep to left field. Robinson facing back. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And the Brewers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
He's one of the best home run hitters in the league, and rightfully so. You're not going to get cookies thrown at you every at-bat. Most guys can handle a fastball, but he waited back on that off-speed pitch and drove it right out of the yard.
The catcher,
stepping in, Manny Pena. And he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Count is 1-2 now.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Line drive, base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
He's set, and the pitch. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
Popped him up. And Carpenter will make the catch to retire the side. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first. It's now 3-0 Milwaukee. Corbin Burns is on the mound for the Brewers in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, not a very good start in his last one, Matt. Only 4 innings, so he did get a no decision. But he's a much better pitcher than that, and I know that they're expecting more than 4 innings. Hopefully a win, too, out of this guy in this one.
So striding forward now, Jose Martinez. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title.
You know, D-Row, this guy's been white hot all season long. Needs to pick the pace up, though. Second right now in average in the league.
I agree with you, Dan. He's going to get hot if he wants to chase down this coveted batting title. He's got to find a way to not chase the numbers and trust the process each time he steps in the box.
And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this team has definitely been struggling recently, and then you get a look up right now and you're going to face the ace. Somebody has to step up for this team. I'll tell you what, if they're able to score a few early runs off him and put him on the defensive, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0. The 3-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. And that misses ball 4. So that's just what you hope for here in the first. Base runners as you try to claw back into this one.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close. So I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Settling in now, Jairo Munoz. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. He's set. Here it comes. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Bouncer to the left side. Shaw has it to Spangenberg, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first.
Well, that's usually a pretty tough turn at second when you're going around the horn, and I think he knew he was going to get taken out, so that was a good job to take the blow, get the out, and eat the throw.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. His squad has put together a strong year, and his home run production has certainly been a big part of it.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's been the bright spot for this team. Anytime in a big spot they've needed a big knock, he has seemed to be the guy, and rightfully so. As we get down to the tight games at the end of the season, his offensive production has got to continue, and he's fighting for a home run title.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
And that's too high, ball 2.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
The 2-0 on the way. And here's a ball hit in the air. After it is Yelich, and no one will track it down. Hit. 2-2 now.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
Munoz, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
Into the box now, Edmundo Sosa. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Sosa is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Ready with the 0-1. Off-speed pitch here, but it dips below the knees, evening us at 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Matt Carpenter is on deck. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Here's Matt Carpenter. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Two balls and a strike to Matt Carpenter. Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Nero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base and you're coming unglued. First pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 offering. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Hopped up. Iglesias waits on it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Coming to the plate now, Clint Frazier.
Leading off for the
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Frazier, a 25-year-old. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. The windup and the 0-1. Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now if I'm the pitcher. You could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And let's focus our attention on the guy behind the dish, Matt Wieters. Not easy to do his job at get out of that crouch at 6'4", 6'5", and throw an absolute rocket down to second base. And, oh, by the way, hit from both sides of the plate. Look for him to have a big day today.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and in to hit next will be Corbin Burns. First offering on its way. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
1 out, nobody on. Called strike 0-2.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Robinson has a beat on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Lorenzo Cain.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the center fielder Lorenzo Cain. First pitch on its way. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at bat. It's ball 1.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
Behind on the swing that time, and it's 2-1.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
No, that's out.
Ball 3. Skied into very shallow right. Martinez moving in. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They lead it 3-0. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
Fouled away. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Heading out towards shallow right. Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first out.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And patrolling center field today, Lorenzo Cain, one of the better defensive outfielders in the game. The ability to cover a lot of ground and hit anywhere in the order from the top to right in the middle where all the damage is done.
Set to get his evening at the plate started. Drew Robinson batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's taken for strike one. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
No, that's out.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. A shot down the first baseline. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit.
Hey, guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Standing in now, Miles Michaelis. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. To Iglesias for one, but they won't get two as he beats the relay to first.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Martinez. He drew a walk his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes. Martinez takes his swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup.
Yeah, Matty, he does not leak with that front side. He keeps that shoulder tucked, stays inside the baseball, and it gives him every opportunity to hammer the fastball and stay on that breaking stuff.
Now the 2-0 home. Finds the zone, strike one.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
Now the 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Jairo Munoz would be next. The 3-1. Now a swing and a ground ball for the second baseman Spangenberg. Throw over to Aguilar at first will take care of him to end the inning. One left for the Cardinals. They trail in this one 3-0. So digging in now, Corey Spangenberg. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line towards center field. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame.
Hey, there's a base hit to lead off the third inning. Talk about having a lot of traffic, D-Roll. He's given up several hits already, so he's been in the stretch most of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Dan. That is the name of the game for this offense. They're trying to get this guy in the stretch. Hopefully he misses over the heart of the plate like he's been doing so far up until this point.
No, that's outside.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
Spangenberg on at first, nobody out. And that misses for ball 4, and it's first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Travis Shaw. It was an RBI triple for him in his first at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope, that's outside.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. None out, runners at first and second. And there's ball 2 now.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-1. Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Jesus Aguilar waits on deck. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Ready to take his hacks again, Jesus Aguilar, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop-up strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Bases loaded here, nobody out. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Stepping in now, Manny Pena, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. Comes set with the 0-1. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Clearly fooled there on the slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Into center field, line drive, base hit. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And a big hit here with the bases loaded could really put this one out of reach early on. The 0-1 on its way down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Iglesias, a Cuban-born ball player. He's a 9-year major league vet. Line drive to center field. That's in there, base hit, and the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And they'll put the brakes on the runner at third, so the bases will remain loaded here with still only 1 away.
And from the list of stats you never want to hear if you're a pitcher, we have this. It's only the 3rd inning, and he's already allowed more hits than he did in his entire last outing.
There's the St. Louis manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Number 62 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
For the Cardinals, number 62.
Striding in once again, Clint Frazier. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Here's the first pitch to him. That's a fastball too high to start him out here 1-0.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike one. The 1-1. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. And that is just foul. And that would have chased everybody home. Shaw at third. Pena over at second. Iglesias is over at first with one away. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with two away now.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box, Corbin Burns, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Eighth batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and two away. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball two.
You put yourself in this situation, you got to get yourself out of it. You got the pitcher at the plate, 2-0 count. You got to take your chances and throw something middle of the plate.
Strike two called, and it's even at 2. Fouled off. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Brewers 5 and the Cardinals nothing.
We're just about set to go here as the Cardinals come to bat in the 3rd inning. St. Louis fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive in runs. Their numbers certainly confirm that, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
For the Cardinals, the second baseman, Jairo Munoz.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Yelich is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Cardinals, the first baseman, Paul.
Standing in, Paul Goldschmidt. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman.
1-1.
The 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Ready on 1 and 2. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. And a swing and a miss, so the NL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Edmundo Sosa. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. One and 1 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Hit in the air out to left field. Frazier moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Brewers manager to discuss his thoughts on Milwaukee's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Striding in, Lorenzo Cain. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
0-1 the count. 0-1 pitch on its way. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in a big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Standing in now, Corey Spangenberg. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Looked like a breaking ball there, but it missed badly. 2-0.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, a left-handed hitter up in a 2-0 count, there's a pretty good chance if he hits this, he's going to hit it hard down that first base line. So if you're the first baseman right now, be on your toes and be ready for a bullet.
2-1 now. Cain gets his lead at first, nobody out. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss. And he popped him up. Munoz onto the grass. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Christian Yelich.
At the plate, Christian Yelich. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tight break with the slider there. Catches the inside for a strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders. Tough luck.
In now, Travis Shaw, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It was a walk in his last trip. Line drive to center field. And now a diving effort, but this is off the center fielder's glove. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Now batting.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Into the box, Jesus Aguilar, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. 1-1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
This is line to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send him. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
2 men on, 2 out, and up next is the catcher, Manny Pena. Looking to minimize the damage here. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike 1. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-1 home. It is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
3-2 now. 6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Brewers forced to settle for 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Brewers 6 and the Cardinals nothing. Now at the plate, Matt Carpenter. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. The 2-2 is looked at for ball 3. Harrison Bader will be next. The 3-2 pitch gets him looking up around the letters. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. The 1-2. Now a flare out toward right center. Here comes Yelich. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Now batting, catcher, Matt Weeder.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And digging in next will be the switch hitting catcher Matt Wieters. First pitch of the at-bat. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Wieters awaits the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got two decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
Fouled away. The next 0-2 misses. That's ball 1. The 1-2 bounce to first. Right to him. One there. Relay to Aguilar. The double play, and that retires the side. Redbirds down quietly. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Digging in and looking for more, Jose Iglesias. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now the 1-1 pitch is low and outside for a ball. This one's blooped out toward right center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Into the box now, Clint Frazier, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Liner toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it. Not coming around it and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Corbin Burns. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
Trying to give himself up here, but this is foul, so the runners will return. Iglesias at second, Frazier at first with no outs. Bunt sign still on with 2 strikes as he puts this one down. The second for 1 on to Goldschmidt, but too late as they'll just get the 1.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Standing in now, Lorenzo Cain, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of it depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Ready with the 0-2. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Pops this one up. Goldschmidt in foul ground, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, the second baseman, Corey Sandenberg.
stepping in, Corey Spangenberg. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
1-1.
Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. The 1-1. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Struck him out. You talk about pulling a rabbit out of your hat. He gets out of the jam, and the side is retired. Brewers strand a couple, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Number 57.
Thank you, Heidi. Chase Anderson, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here. Drew Robinson, the next to dig in. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Here's the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he will make it there as the Cardinals get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
Paul DeYoung will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out.
Paul DeYoung.
Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. This year against right-handed pitching, DeYoung is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Ground ball foul down the left side. DeYoung stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double to drive it, another run. This guy is a money run producer.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jose Martinez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.